Pakistan, a country which, according to a recent report, is home to around 4 million de facto slaves. Many of them are poor farmers working in servitude. Others are bonded labourers. But the downward spiral is almost always the same. Bosses lend workers a sum of money, often in the event of a medical emergency, or to pay a dowry, and the interest rates are so high that they end up working for nothing for many years to come. Well, our correspondent in Pakistan's southern Sindh province sent us this report.
Paid an average of €2 a day, most of these Pakistani brick factory workers struggle to make ends meet. Many have no savings, and at times of need, they're compelled to borrow money from their bosses at exorbitant rates, which leaves them trapped in debt. KHALEED has been working without pay for 8 years. Does your debt ever go down?
No, it keeps growing, even doubling. I can't read. I don't understand how they manage to do that.
KHALEED, who is disabled, originally borrowed €200. His boss claims he now owes him €6,000 in interest.
No, I have no choice but to accept this life of slavery. They forbid us to leave. They can lock us up, beat us, and even kill us. This is why I cannot run away.
The factory manager denies the accusations of mistreatment.
They lie. We're not cruel, but they owe us money, and they must reimburse us.
There are around 4 million bonded labourers in Pakistan. Although the practice is unlawful, it's widespread in the rural areas, where landlords are all-powerful. A small group of activists has now taken up the fight to ensure that labourers' rights are respected.
Okay, so tell us your problem. Are you and your family trapped? Give us all the details.
MANNU claims his landlord has paid him and his family nothing for cultivating his fields.
How long have you been working for him?
4 years. And while I've harvested over 1.5 tons of cereal, I didn't get anything in return.
On top of having earned no money, MANNU's also facing rent demands from his landlord of €500 a year.
Well, civil courts should invoke the law on property and provide the police with a written release order for your family. Most slavers are members of local and national parliaments. On one hand, you have them owning luxury cars, dozen houses, and having their children studying in the United Kingdom. And on the other hand, you have these people who can't even eat their 3 meals a day, who have no clothes, no home, no school. What kind of relationship is that? For me, this is the worst form of slavery.
The activists promise MANNU's family will soon be rescued.
Come on, don't worry. Everything will be okay.
But rescuing bonded labourers is no easy task. A few days ago, in an operation led by local police, the landlord's guards opened fire on this family.
This one has come from here and has come out.
The police came to free us, but the guards opened fire. My 8-year-old son was killed. Others got head wounds.
In a surprisingly unusual move, the police arrested 2 of the 3 men accused of attacking the family. We managed to interview them in custody.
The police came to take away our farmers who had been working with us for 3, 4, some even 5 years.
Were they forced workers?
No, they were totally free and lived happily with us.
So why did you shoot at them?
Because they tried to leave without paying back what they had borrowed from us.
Given the levels of corruption in Pakistan's legal system, these men will likely be released without punishment. The next day, MANNU, with the help of his supporters, obtained a court order for his family's release from their bonded labour. The police decide to carry out a raid at dusk to ensure everyone is back from working in the fields.
See, these are our homes.
Fortunately for these bonded labourers, there was no resistance from the landlord.
Everyone's here, no one's missing, perfect. So hurry up, take all your belongings and let's go quickly.
For MANNU and his family, 4 long years of suffering and slavery have finally come to an end.
My son was sick and died of hunger. The owner refused to help us and said we could cook his corpse and eat it.
A judge ordered that the family's debt be wiped, but the landlord was not prosecuted. This impunity leaves landlords free to continue exploiting slaves, enticing the poor and trapping them into forced labour with the offer of cash loans.
And that was Focus. Well, do stay tuned to France 24 because we'll be getting a wrap of the world news in just a couple of minutes. We'll also be getting a check of all the world of business news in the next half hour. Do stay tuned, meanwhile, to Live from Paris.